Hey guys, I'm back again with another DVD and game update for you. So yeah, at the time of filming this, it was Pentecost yesterday, and we went to a great flea market. There was always a big one here in the area, and on Pentecost, we went there last year for the first time, and this year we went again because it's just great, and I always find some really good stuff on there. Well, actually, last year I found good stuff, and this year again. So yeah, let me just show you guys what I got. First thing I also want to mention is I got a little sunburned, so I'm kind of a crap person today. So hope you don't mind. But yeah, well, it is what it is, of course. But it looks kind of silly, I think. It's even redder here than it is here, so that's weird. But anyway, I got some really good stuff and I can't wait to show you guys. Just so let's go to the first item, which is the original soundtrack to The Lost World Jurassic Park CD version here. So yeah, it was really cool to find this. I don't find a lot of good soundtracks on flea markets usually. Not a big collector on it as well. Just like to pick up some stuff if I find it for a good price and if the music is good, of course. So yeah, Jurassic Park and The Lost World. Yeah, some music by the John Williams, which is just freaking awesome. Already have the soundtrack to the first film. So yeah, it was cool to find this as well. What's cool about this is, first of all, the CD itself. It's just a cool print on it. It's just awesome, the Jurassic Park logo. But the inside of the cover is pretty cool as well. Like you can see here, yeah, there's all the fold out dinosaur kind of thing. Can't show you properly right now, but yeah, it's just pretty neat. And yeah, it was really cheap, this one. I paid like 50 cents for it, so yeah, that's cool. I mean, how can I not buy that? So yeah, I only got one soundtrack, but I got a couple more DVDs and games as well. So just start off with this one. It's a Clint Eastwood movie. Sorry about that. I'm still about a bit tired also from yesterday. It was pretty heavy. It was so hot outside, and yeah, I mean, it was so big. I always have to pay like attention to everything that's going on to not miss anything. So, well, anyway, I got this one, True Crime, which has an ugly sticker on it, as you can see, which I still need to remove. Yeah, it's this old school cardboard box, and yeah, if I just peel off the sticker, the chances are that it will ruin this cover. That's actually happened to me before. As you can see here, the sticker is pretty big. So if I just take it off like that, the chances are there's going to be just a white mark on there. And that's freaking ugly, of course, and I don't want to do that to my DVD. I don't want to ruin it. So yeah, my brother will get it off for me. A bit more careful. He's really good at that. But yeah, a nice Clint Eastwood movie again. One for the Clint Eastwood collection. In my previous videos, you can see I also picked up some other stuff from this series. So it's always good. I don't find that too often for a good price. I never seen this one actually, so that's really nice. And you got here is another documentary. Yeah, Michael Moore, of course. Bowling for Columbine. I didn't have this one. I really enjoy it. Seen it a couple of times before. This was actually sealed when I bought it, and also very cheap. I mean, just sealed for €1. Just had to get it. Here I got another upgrade actually. It's yeah, you can see here that it's the Dutch title for this is Runskop. It's a Belgian movie actually. I think the English title for this movie is actually Bullhead. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is just an awesome film. And yeah, like I said, I already had it on DVD, but I didn't have this version. And it's actually a 2-disc version. And yeah, it comes here with a nice booklet in it as well. I mean, just look at that. That's awesome. Some nice artwork and all that in here, as you can see here. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, the condition was actually pretty good. There's some slight marks here on the sides, but I don't know, it'll do. For the €1 I bought for it, I paid for it, I mean, that's okay. So yeah, the funny thing is actually, it's the only DVD I got that's a bit bigger than the usual boxes. You can see here. I can see like this. It's a bit bigger, probably for the booklet kind of thingy that's in there. But yeah, really nice. If you haven't seen this movie and have a chance to do so, please check it out. This is great. Yeah, one of the best Belgian films I actually ever seen, I think. So yeah, on to the next one. I found a couple of import movies. First of all is this one. This is Do Not Adjust Your Set, which is actually from the some of the guys who did Monty Python. They did this before Monty Python actually. So it's like 9 episodes of this. I haven't seen it actually, but a big fan of Monty Python movies, so it's just, you know, a nice find. It's a UK import, I think it is. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this import kind of stuff, you don't find it too often in the wild here, so that's always good. It's not very sought after here because it doesn't have the Dutch subtitles on it. Most people want to have it, but I don't care about that. I actually prefer the English releases anyway, so really nice find, this one. But here is another released by the Company of Motion Pictures, which is Survivor. I got another one from the same company. Here is Hollywood Dreaming. Yeah. So in my previous videos, I had a couple more of these. Trying to get most of these. I don't like all the films they got. They got some drama stuff in there that doesn't look too good. Some cartoonies, thingies, and all that, but I'm not about that, so I don't want to buy everything just to have the complete collection. For now, not anyway, but maybe in the future, who knows. But for now, these will do. I mean, this looks really great actually. Survivor, Hollywood Dreaming, I was kind of doubting about it. But yeah, these were like 50 cents each, so I was like, yeah, whatever. The cover looks kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know. This Company of Motion Picture movies, the Company of Motion Picture movies. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is always kind of fun to watch. Yeah, like I said before, they're budget releases, really cheap VHS transfers. But well, what you gonna do? I kind of like that stuff anyway. Yeah, got a good one here. Shivers by the almighty David Cronenberg. Yeah, really surprised to find that one actually. I mean, gosh. I mean, yeah, I've never seen this film actually. And I've never came across it here in the Netherlands anyway. I don't know if it even has a Dutch release. I'm not sure about it. But yeah, it's just great to find another Cronenberg for a collection. Especially love the earlier Cronenberg work. So yeah, it's really good. We got here, it's some Cape Fear. Yeah, another English release, a UK release, I must say. So yeah. Was from the same guy. He was selling like a lot of stuff like this. He had like a lot. It was a big mess, so I had to really dig through it to find some good stuff. But yeah, if you actually take the time for it, sometimes it really pays off, and you find some really great stuff. Like this one. Yeah, I actually saw the remake, and to be honest, I didn't even know it was a remake. Yeah, kinda ashamed for that. Should have known, but yeah, whatever. There are so many remakes that sometimes you just don't know anymore. But yeah, just looked up this movie to see if it was any good, and it seemed so actually. Actually, really looking forward to watching this one. I enjoyed the remake quite a lot. So from what I've read, this seems really good. Most of the time, the originals are better than the remakes anyway. So that's really promising for that one. I got here is a music DVD from the same vendor, Weird Al Yankovic. Yeah, probably a lot of you might know him. I don't know, he's not too well known in the Netherlands, I think. But yeah, he does all the parodies, songs, and a lot of songs about films as well. Even has one about Jurassic Park, which is really funny. I really like his stuff, man. So yeah, it's got all the videos on it, the music videos, as you can see here. Well, actually the ones that were released at the time. He's still doing stuff, and some more videos. Check it out if you don't know about it. It's some really fun stuff, and he's done some crazy parodies, songs about Jurassic Park and Star Wars, but also other weird topics like food. He's done a lot of songs about food, which is weird, but I don't know. I like that kind of humor actually. Yeah, here I got one. Yeah, Nightmare Concert. This is the best one I found actually. I'm really glad to find this one. Yeah, it's a horror movie by the legendary Lucio Fulci. Yeah, a big Fulci fan actually. The Beyond is probably my favorite horror movie of all time. Maybe even my favorite movie of all time. I'm just a big horror fan anyway, so yeah, I saw this one some years ago. Honestly, I don't remember too much about it. I know it's not the best movie maybe, but still, yeah, this is kind of rare. I've actually never seen the Dutch version in the wild, so it was really good to find this one as well. Yeah, for those of you who might know the movie, as you can see here on the cover, is also known as Cat in the Brain. Yeah, it says even Fulci playing himself in this film, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll rewatch this some of the next weeks I think, to yeah, just to see what it was about again. Um, yeah, just so stoked to find this, man, and to have this in my collection finally. I was actually looking for this for quite a while, but yeah, like I said, I never came across it. So yeah, and again, another cheap buy. All of these actually, all the DVDs are cheap buys, so that's always good. So yeah, just wanted to say this cover, man. Just look at that. I really love that. So also released by Shock DVD, as you can see here. I have some more movies of them. They always have some great stuff. Also like this tagline here. It says Fulci's most violent film, which I don't think is true. These taglines, man, sometimes they're so deceiving. But yeah, I don't remember it being more gory than The Beyond, and The Beyond is probably, yeah, it's very gory. Let's just keep it at that. Very violent, but yeah, that's what us horror movie fans like. I mean, most of us, of course. I mean, it doesn't have to be gory to be a good horror movie, but I know it's always welcome. Yeah, this last one, the last DVD that I got was this one. Real, yeah, how should I say it? A real shitty movie. Oh man, yeah. You might be wondering why I buy a shitty movie. I don't know. It's Hellraiser. I got all the other movies. I just wanted to have it in my collection. I mean, I'm a huge Hellraiser fan, especially the first 4 movies. The third one was kind of alright. Same goes for the fourth. And both of them had some good things, some bad things, but the first two are just legendary movies, I think. Probably seen Hellraiser 1 when I was like 10 years old or something, and since then I've been a big fan of Hellraiser, and it's really got me into horror. So yeah. So this one is actually the first movie that doesn't have Doug Bradley as Pinhead. As you can see here, there's some other guy. I honestly don't even know his name, but he just looks plain silly, to be honest. I mean, if you look at Doug Bradley, yeah, if you don't know about him or don't know about Hellraiser, just check out some of the artwork for it. Doug Bradley just looks way better than Pinhead than this guy. I'm sorry about that. This head is just too big. I don't know. I've seen this movie already some time ago, and it was really, really bad, to be honest. From what I've read, they only made this movie to keep the rights for Hellraiser, so that it doesn't go into public domain, which might actually be a good thing that doesn't happen. But still, I mean, they just gave it a more budget, and a better story. This could have been good. I mean, it's still possible to make a good Hellraiser film, even if it's without Doug Bradley. I still think it's possible to make a good Hellraiser film, but yeah, this one is a real stinker, and yeah, you probably shouldn't watch it. If you haven't seen any Hellraiser film, start with the first one. Don't watch this one. But yeah, it's good. I got the Hellraiser collection complete. There's actually a new movie in the making, from what I've heard. I don't know when it's coming out and if it still is coming out. But yeah, my expectations are not too high on it. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's it for the movies I got. But yeah, like usually, I already also found some good video games to add to my collection, my ever-growing collection. I mean, these past few weeks are just amazing. It's summertime again. A lot of big flea markets going on outside. Which is really cool. I mean, through the year here in the Netherlands, there are a lot of flea markets. In the more the colder, rainy periods, there are a lot of flea markets on the inside. How should I say it? But they're always like kind of the same. A lot of the same people who are there. Some vendors who are always there. With the summertime flea markets, a lot of it's just different people selling stuff, and it's good. You know, it's just people clearing out their basements or whatever, getting rid of their crap, and me buying that crap. So that's always good. So it's, like you can see, I find some good stuff. But that's enough of a ramble. Let's go to the video games. I'll start off with something I usually don't buy. Only if it's something special or really good. It's actually a PC game. I mean, it's Doom. It's Doom 2, actually, which is actually my favorite video game of all time. I really, really, really love Doom. Best first-person shooter ever, I think. Of course it's old school, but still, this is great. I think the second one was actually the best one, just because you have the super shotgun in it, which is just plain awesome. Play this game on ultra violence, and you won't be disappointed if you're into that kind of thing, of course. I was glad to find this one. It's supposed to be in a big box. Didn't come with that, obviously. It was only the CD case, which is too bad. If I ever find the big box, I will. I mean, just look at that cover. I thought that the CD was looking kind of weird, the colors on and all that, but I know it still isn't original. I thought it was a copy at first, but it isn't. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got the logo on the back here as well. So it's just going to be on display for me. I mean, it was only a couple of euros, and yeah, you don't find that stuff too often, especially for a good price. So that's really good. So I got one PlayStation 1 game. Here is Slamscape. Yeah, just I love these kind of covers with the black thing going on here. I don't know. Usually I would kind of not prefer to have these kind of covers, but for the PlayStation games, I don't know, it just has something special. I think it just reminds me of the good old PlayStation days. Most of the old school, like the games from the beginning of PlayStation had these kind of covers. So yeah, it's really good to add another one to my collection. Yeah, this don't know too much about this one actually. It's more of, you know, from what I've seen. How should I say this? Vehicular combat kind of thing, racing and shooting and all that. Yeah, with these strange, futuristic spacecraft kind of thingies. I don't know, but yeah, from what I've seen here on the back cover, it looks pretty nice, and I love the front cover actually as well a lot. It looks pretty damn awesome. So yeah, really glad to have this one in my collection anyway, and I can't wait to play it. So yeah, I got some more video games. I got a couple of 360 games as well. Got here is Conan, more of a common title. I didn't have this in my collection yet, so it's really nice to find this. Sometimes for these type of games, especially these common games, I just wait for it to find it on a good price. I know I'll buy it eventually, but sometimes you just find a lot of stuff and you don't have too much money left, so you don't want to spend it on something that you can find any other time as well. So yeah, for this time, it was a good time to buy this one. Nice price. I got a couple of other games from the same guy, which is this one, Dead or Alive 5, a nice fighting game. Got most of the other Dead or Alive games, just need the first PlayStation version. Yeah, and this one is also an Xbox One, which I'd like to own someday. But yeah, for now this 360 version will do anyway. I mean, I love to have it in my collection. These are just fun fighting games. They're kind of weird. The physics for the women, for those of you who played this game, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't know. That's not the reason why I play these games, actually. I think it's rather silly, but I don't know, it's funny as well. So yeah, got here another 360 title, last one I got for 360, Superman Returns. Yeah, again, a DC game. Yeah, I said it in my previous videos. It feels like I'm saying this every time, but I'm not into Marvel or DC or any of that. Still buying all these games for from those comics and all that. I don't know. Most of these games are just really fun, and I do kind of like these characters. I mean, Superman is definitely probably one of my least favorite. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Sorry about that, but I don't know. Everybody has their different opinions, and that's okay. But yeah, this game looked kind of fun, and these are the type of games that I really like in my 360 collection. So again, good price. Got these three from the same guy for a good price. So that's always good. So that's it for 360 games. I got two Xbox original games, which here is Red Ninja, End of Honor. The box is a little bit scratched up. I don't know if you can see, you got a little pen markings on it as well, but it's all on the plastic. So I'll just replace the box, I think. It's a little bit too messed up. I did some cleaning on it, but it's still not the best looking. Which is okay, you know, I got some spare boxes as well. So that's always good for if you're a collector, always keep keep some spare boxes. Yeah, sometimes I just buy games that I already have, or there's something wrong about the version or whatever. But I always keep those games just to replace the boxes. Or sometimes my brother actually did it this time. Um, just buy some cheap games, like really cheap, that are still in good condition, the boxes, and just use those boxes to replace them for your games, so that for the games that you do want, you have a great looking one. I mean, you don't want to have them to look too shabby, you know. It's not nice for your collection. But yeah, this game looks actually pretty interesting. Yeah, again, another kind of blind buy. Pretty gory from what I've seen, which yeah, is nice. I like that stuff. I mean, for the newer games that you see today, isn't too much gore anyway going on. Still a little bit. Again, video games aren't all about gore, but sometimes it's just fun to have a bloody mess in your video games. So yeah, it's also leading up to this one, Cold Fear, which is also a bloody mess. Yeah, I don't know. I got a good price for this one. Just love the original Xbox, and yeah, this is a game I wanted to have for quite a while. It looked really interesting. I haven't played it, but I've seen some videos on YouTube and all that. It looks really fun. So yeah, for loss I got some PS2 titles. Again, good stuff. I mean, this is probably the best thing I bought at the entire flea market, Okami. Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad to find this one. Price was, I mean, this wasn't cheap, to be honest. Someone was selling it for, he knew what he got. I mean, the price wasn't ridiculous for it. Of course, I don't do that. But yeah, it's not a usual flea market price. Let's just keep it at that, which is okay. I mean, this game is really awesome, really sought after as well. I think the price will go up in the future for this. PS2 is still a bit cheap for most of it. But this will definitely go up for that one. So it's good to buy it right now. Yeah, for my systems that I'm buying for, especially for Xbox and 360, it's a good time to buy it right now. A lot more people start to collect for it, and yeah, you can see that coming from the prices. PS2 is definitely getting more popular. PS1 is yeah, even more, but PS2 is definitely coming up a bit more. So it's good to find some good deals. But yeah, really like this game a lot. This was just an excellent condition. What more can you say? Just good to have it in my collection. It's kind of weird actually that it doesn't have any region coding on it here on the front, which it usually does. But it does have it on the sides, as you can see here. Some PAL going on. So yeah, that's that one. I got here is another common title, Full Spectrum Warrior, 10 Hammers. This game, I mean, I've seen this like a million times at flea markets. I always have it in my hands, I'm looking at it, but I never buy it. I don't know why actually, because it looks actually pretty fun, but I don't know, it's just this super common game. And you know, for my last couple of months or year or so, trying to pick up actually a bit more of these common titles. For some reason, I wasn't too interested in most of them when I started collecting. I've been collecting PS2 for a longer time actually than a year, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. These are just good games. I mean, if they're common, doesn't mean that they're not good. It doesn't mean that I was only buying rare games or anything like that. But I was a bit more specific about what I bought right now, and maybe not. I don't know if that's a good thing. My collection is growing like immensely. So, but yeah. Anyway, nice to finally get it. So on to the last two. I got here is Animaniacs game. Animaniacs, the Great Edgar Hunt. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of Animaniacs when I was younger. It was a really funny show, so kind of nice to have the video game as well. And last I got here is Agent Hugo. Yeah, which is more a bit of a James Bond kind of a spoof. Hugo. There's a lot more games. PS1, PS2. Don't know if there's still games coming out. They're not all the best. They're kind of more platformer kind of games. I don't know. This was cheap. It looked kind of fun. So yeah, I decided to get it and add it to my PS2 collection. So yeah, that's it for today. Like I said, some really great stuff. It's always good to find that. I mean, some Lucio Fulci films even on the in the wild. That's freaking awesome, man. Doesn't happen too often, so that's really good. So that's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, just let me know. Like, subscribe, and comment on this video. If you picked up any sweet stuff lately, just show me. I'm really interested in knowing about that as well. So yeah, that's it for this week. See you next time. Bye.